How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. I want to talk to you today about three cryptos I think you have to have by the end of the month. Now, of course, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a crypto analyst. I can't tell you what to buy, and I'm not guaranteeing that these will do really well by the end of the week. But I think it makes a lot of sense to hold on to these cryptos with what's coming down the road. So I want to go through them. This is not an all-inclusive list. This is not every single cryptocurrency you should or could own or what will necessarily do well. There are other cryptos I hold, and actually I have a full video that I recently did on all the cryptos I hold a significant portion of. So I will put that in the end screen, but we're gonna go through some of the top cryptos here today. Now, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, I really do appreciate that. I've been making more videos than I have over the last couple weeks. I've been making way more videos than I had a couple months ago, just because there's so much important stuff to talk about in the market, and I wanna make sure you see what I'm seeing because there's a lot going on. Now, with that being said, if you do want to see everything that I'm doing on a daily basis, you can check out the link down below to Patreon. I really do appreciate that, and it does help out the channel. Also, if you guys want an interest rate on your crypto, I just moved some stablecoin over on BlockFi so that way I could get some extra yield on it. Definitely check out the link underneath the video. They're giving you a bonus when you sign up. So the crypto market is looking very bullish. We had a little bit of turbulence over the weekend, but it's very green right now, and I've been buying the last few days, over the last couple of weeks. I've been continuously DCAing, and there's a lot of crypto that I think is going to be very bullish here short term. Now, let me show you something that a lot of people in the crypto community aren't really looking at. A lot of big earnings are this week. We have Facebook here today after close, and I'm recording before they announce earnings, but we have Facebook. We also have Alphabet and Microsoft tomorrow, along with Visa. We also have some other big companies throughout the rest of the week. I mean, we're talking about Amazon, Apple. There are a ton of big names. And one important thing is Visa actually has used Ethereum. I've done a couple videos on this, so I'm just going to briefly mention it here. But they've used Ethereum recently. So if you're looking at getting into Ethereum, there's a chance that they actually hold Ethereum, and it's going to come out tomorrow. So pay attention to that if you want to buy more. You don't have too much time in case they do actually hold Ethereum right now. It could easily push Ethereum to all-time highs, maybe 4,500 or 5,000 by the end of the week, if that's really the case. Now, I think that's important because several of these companies might have crypto on their balance sheet. Now, I want to cover some of the big news here. So first of all, let's take a look at the Mac Daddy of them all, the Big Daddy, Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is number one. You have to have Bitcoin because the risk to reward ratio is so good for Bitcoin. These other cryptos I think will do really well. I think they'll probably outperform Bitcoin over the next 6 months or so. But Bitcoin is just so much less volatile. And if you're buying now, this means that if you're in an area where you have to worry about taxes on gains, Bitcoin is something that you can hold through a bear market a little bit better without losing as much in case you do need to get to it. Now, of course, maybe you want to take profits and stuff like that. But Bitcoin is, I think, one of the best assets to buy long term right now. So Bitcoin, it's starting to hit red. This is from Plan B. He has called the last 2 months. The price is at the end of the month within $1,000. So we are looking at this, and it's finally turning red. We're starting to see a little bit of strength here. Relative strength index is going up, meaning that it's very bullish. Now, what he says here is usually we see this red for a couple months. So he's saying this isn't necessarily going to stop right now. He still says 90,000, 93,000 by the end of next month, and then 135 by the end of the year. So that's just on Bitcoin. That means a lot of the other cryptocurrencies will probably run more than that. And I do want to talk about Shiba too by the end of the video. I want to talk about that in addition to the three cryptos I think you need to own. So Bitcoin's looking very strong. 135 by the end of the year is what he's saying. So basically 2xing, a little bit more than 2xing by the end of the year. Some big news that came out today was Bakkt. Bakkt is going to help MasterCard actually be able to offer crypto services to a lot of their merchants. So if you're a bank or a merchant, you can soon offer crypto services. Just bring crypto to the masses more. I talked about that in the video this morning. Every single demographic is getting access to Bitcoin and to cryptos, whether it's people at Walmart being able to buy it on their crypto ATMs or MasterCard or these people that have financial advisors. Everyone is getting in. And there's some news on that. Some people are getting in today. The $40 billion Korean Teachers Fund, a pension fund, is eyeing crypto. They're talking about buying Bitcoin. We also have a huge partnership between BlockFi, a company that I work with, and I talk about them all the time, and Neuberger Berman. So this is a $437 billion management firm. So that's huge. I mean, we talked about how many institutions are buying Bitcoin in the video this morning, and I'll put that along with the portfolio on the end screen. But the institutional interest is huge for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies right now. So you have to look at Bitcoin. I mean, we can also see the exchanges, right? The exchange flow, a ton of Bitcoin left the exchanges just a few days ago. And we actually saw Bitcoin fall during this time. So we saw Bitcoin fall from like 61 to 60.8. And we saw a huge amount taken off exchanges. I mean, we're talking about 25,000 Bitcoin. So why could that happen? How could that happen? I mean, we're talking about like $1 billion or something like that. Quick math off the top of my head. Over $1 billion being moved off the exchanges and Bitcoin's price goes down. Well, they're buying it over the counter. These large companies are buying Bitcoin over the counter, so it doesn't really affect the price at this point, but it does take off a lot from the exchanges. So if you want to buy Bitcoin, you have less to buy now. Also, if we're looking at where Bitcoin can fall, I really do like weekends like we saw where we see it fall a little bit in price because that brings down the RSI. So that makes it cool down a little bit. If we're looking at how far it could fall, well, a good price to look at is maybe around the 200-day moving average. So if we look at how far it could fall down, well, if we move up really quickly, we could definitely fall more than if we slowly moved up into the right. And we had that lengthened cycle that a lot of people are thinking about. So maybe we see correction back to 47,000 or so if we really see a drop. But as we slowly move up, it's less and less likely we see a 90% drop, in my opinion. So that's number one. That's crypto number one. Bitcoin all the way. I love Bitcoin. I think it's going to be a great asset to hold for the long term. And I think it's going to do really well over the long term. So next, a crypto that has a big catalyst here in just over 2 weeks. Polkadot. Polkadot is one that I think you have to hold on to. They announced their parachain auctions, and we have seen some price appreciation since they announced that. And I've been talking about Polkadot, why you should own it for months. Since they announced it, it went from like a $33 price to $44. So if you don't know, you can bond your Polkadot to different projects, and it's basically like a voting system. It tells them that, hey, we want this project to get a parachain, and then they can actually not have all the fees and stuff that a normal project would have. So it's a very exciting thing because people have made 100x's on something similar to this on their sister chain in the past or little brother chain. So this is fascinating. I think a lot of people will be buying Polkadot to try to bond and make a lot of money. Usually we see a price movement maybe a week or 2 weeks in front of these major auctions or major events, right? When we think about like Cardano moving up to $3, we saw that happening right before and right as we saw their summit and their smart contracts and stuff like that. So pay attention to Polkadot because I would not be surprised if we saw $50 Polkadot very soon. And then also, I will say I really like Ethereum. I've been buying Ethereum. There's just one crypto that I think you need to own, maybe even a little bit more than Ethereum if you haven't already gotten into it. Now, I have much more Ethereum than Solana, but I think you have to take a look at Solana. Market cap, $63 billion, and it is still small compared to Ethereum. It's much more efficient. It's easy to use. And like I said, it is only a fraction of the price. I mean, we're talking about maybe an eighth the price of Ethereum. I think it will move a little bit quicker than Ethereum, especially with Ethereum 2.0 being pushed off. Some of the reasons it's moving up so much recently is, first of all, market rally. It's going to move faster, like I said, than Ethereum when it moves up. Also, total value locked, all-time highs. So as more and more is locked up on DeFi, of course the price is going to go up because of network effects, and then just the technicals look really good on Solana. Now you might be saying, okay, well, it was just 190 a day or two ago. Could it keep moving up? Yes, but it could also fall. So if you're wondering when to best buy, I think dollar cost averaging into it would make a lot of sense. I started buying around 120, 130. I was not early on, but then I bought more at 140, 150. I even bought more at 190 just a day ago. And then I did talk about how I want to talk about Shiba Inu. So I've talked about Shiba Inu before, but this is really interesting. So over the weekend, Elon Musk said that he holds 0 Shiba Inu. And I think Shiba Inu, this account, just wanted to drum up more excitement. Maybe they thought maybe he wouldn't respond, or maybe they thought they actually held Shiba and it would skyrocket the price. But he didn't hold any. And after that happened, after he said that, Shiba fell. Shiba fell pretty hard. You can see it was right around here, right around this time frame, around 0.0004, and then it fell down to about this level here, 3.3 or so, or 3.5. So it fell 10-20% just in minutes, but that was bought back up by the community. So I did not like Shiba Inu at first, I'll be honest. I thought it was a better version of Dogecoin, but I'm starting to like it more. I see how strong the community is. Now, I'm not going all in on this or anything like that, but I do like it more than Doge. I think a lot of it is burned essentially too. The market cap's still smaller and it's more useful than Dogecoin. So just pay attention to it. If there is a drop in the price, maybe if you're interested in getting into it, it makes sense. But of course, like I said, I don't hold any right now. I'm not looking to buy right now just because I think it is more speculative. But I did want to talk about it here for a minute because that was pretty bullish that the community just bought that right back up. And I do really think that they are going to be listed by Robinhood. That's the big price catalyst here recently. I think it's almost a dead bang lock that they're going to be listed by Robinhood. And a lot of these apps are slow to innovate. A lot of them are slow to add new cryptos, but Robinhood is one of the better ones at that, making sure that they're on time. And Dogecoin accounted for like 30% of their last quarter revenue just trading Dogecoin. So I think they would be stupid not to list Shiba. Now, if you guys want to buy Shiba Inu now, you can check out the link down below the video to Voyager. That's where I would buy it. If I did buy it, I would definitely buy it there because it is a platform that gives you an interest rate. They actually pay you Shiba just to hold it on there. So definitely check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know which of these cryptos you're most bullish about, which ones you're most excited about. Of course, like I said, not an all-inclusive list. Like I've been adding to Ethereum, but I did not really talk about it too much here today. But thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.